All right, guys, as you can see, we got the tailgate on, got it all centered up and tacked on. The hinges are all good to go. Well, we still have to drill out a few holes for cotter pins, but that's not a big deal. But it's starting to look like the finished product. Yeah, a lot of gate for this, but definitely looks good. Looks like it's more complete. If we got rid of that little transition right there and made that just flat and made the dovetail, this would be a perfect trailer. So if you want one, shout me out. I'll build you one. The 3/4 lights are drilled out on both sides. We got all of our 1/4-inch holes drilled, as well as the cable system all drilled out. Our tailgate is all welded up, and now we can clean this up and put the expanded metal on, get that all done. We have 3 different points of adjustment. This will be the first one, and then as it obviously wears, you'll have to adjust it. And then we got a nice handle so you can grab it. But everything is looking good. We're cleaning up the rest of it. It's pretty much almost clean and almost done. Just little stuff here and there now, like we got to drill out for the strobes on each side and into the floor and such. And then we're actually doing caps here so that we can bolt the 3 bolts right here for the base plate, and then the cable rail front carriage bolt. So that's the reason why we're going to cap this with a plastic cap on both sides, and then this will come off. We'll finish our welding on these, drill our holes for that so we can put in cotter pins or something like that. And then we'll figure out the reverse camera as well as where we're mounting the license plate and whatever else we need to figure out. right, guys, so as you can see, we got the door on. We have 3 bullet hinges that are greasable. These actually, they're all in up position, so this slides up and off. That is so that if this ever gets messed up, they can have another one remade. So the only thing that's left to weld onto this is these little back pieces and then the corners. And then this one's pretty sturdy and strong for what it needs to be. We do have to cut the holes out for the latches. That's not a big deal. I got lines marked where the shelves are so I can figure out where I can put everything to make it look correct. What we did for wire management, as there is going to be some wires going down for strobes and 4 lights up top, is we put a piece of angle, drilled some holes, put a piece of angle, same with that, and then down at the bottom we did a little 3/4 inch black pipe and gave it a gap for some breathing. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, so that is all good. And then we welded all the nuts on the back side of this frame because it's very hard to get in there. So we figured, since we're bolting it from the outside through the bracket, it'll be a lot easier this way. So I'll just put a block washer and a washer on the outside when I go to put it in, and then that way we can get it in and it won't be an issue. Don't have to worry about holding anything under there. We have all of our bolts underneath welded up, and the wire management's all good. You can see that is the piece of black pipe that comes down, and then there's bolts on this side and then going down there. We'll have to drill a few holes to run wiring through the tubes on the side. I think 3 or 4 holes, but nothing too crazy. This side, you can see sort of what we did. We got the holes that are going up and down. This will go in there, and then we'll have the angles going up and such. We'll get the door on, and pretty much the only thing that's left to do will be to clean everything up. My dad cleaned up most of it, but I want to go over everything and make sure it's all wire wheeled and then wipe everything down. But back here, we just have some license plate holes we have to drill, and then that way the license plate is offset. We can put the reverse camera back here and have that go all the way to the new mirror, which will be a rear view mirror, because obviously you're not going to be able to see through the back. So he wanted to have something that is like that. It also can record, so if he does want to switch to a dash cam or have a dash cam as safety, he can do that, or record what goes on behind him. It is what it is. It's up to him whether he wants to do that or not. He can always add that down the line, but he does want a backup camera, which I totally understand. right, guys, paint is all finished. Customer came by today and loved the whole look of it, and I am happy with it as well. Did take a lot longer. We used a Sherwin-Williams very thick paint. Even when thinned down, it just didn't want to spray out smooth. It ended up with this like texture like finish, which is almost like Raptor liner, a glossy Raptor liner, and looked good. Just took really long to spray. But other than that, we're both happy with it, and he's gonna see how durable it is. We might switch over to Raptor liner, I don't know yet. But we can achieve the same effect and everything and have a durable finish with Raptor liner as well. It would just be obviously a satin color, won't be glossy, but everything looks good. We got the tailgate all painted. The doors are all painted. There's some touch-up spots that we have to do because it's a very weird color and it's very hard to see, and it got really late. I finished around 10:30 last night, and yeah, so next step is to let it dry for the total of at least 36 to 48 hours, which would push us into probably end of the day on Monday or on Tuesday. So we'll start wiring this on Tuesday, which will be in the next episode, and on Monday or tomorrow we will be getting the truck on this side and getting all the bag and everything pre-wired and all that stuff. So it's looking good. It's getting closer to the finish. It should be done by the end of the week. Shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to sand down the aluminum pieces. He's going to take that, get those wrapped, so that next week when he comes and picks it up, or before then, we can bolt everything on and it'll all be done and ready to go, and we'll sort of see its final look. So we have all of the marker lights, which are in orange, and it looks really good. We did a little preview test, so we're both happy with it. And other than that, thank you for watching this part of the series, and we have one more episode that's going to close out this series for next weekend. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And once we finish up this episode and series, we're going to get into a really crazy series. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.